assisting those days with the expatriate, and after that she met on the Pfizer branch committee, and she was president of the Women Auxiliary on the General Council. And at least I gained a lot from her, with her knowledge and experience.
I am Tante Thelma's niece. My name is Will Boswell. I knew my aunt all these years as a faithful worker to the union, a faithful worker in her lodge, a faithful worker to God. And she leave an example that we should follow, that we should meet one day over on the other side. May she rest in peace.
Comrade Thelma Williams, since she was a butlerite. So I myself, in the early 60s, became a member of the Butler Labour Party. And I know her since then, and right through afterwards in the OWTU, particularly when George Weeks became the President General. And she was always militant. She was always, for one thing, the interests of the working class. She has never wavered from that. And it's only the last few years I didn't go and visit her, but I visited her when she was at the home in Diamond, and I did an interview for the Uhuru newspaper. It's just that I wasn't too well because I would have wanted to reproduce that interview that I did with her. So I don't think nobody else after that did any. And one of the significant things that she said with respect to the political situation in the country, everything remains the same. Same old, same old. And that she have gone to the beyond and never wavered, never sold out, never soft, right? Or to try to water down things. A militant to the bone and always in defense of the working class.
My name is Shepherd Joymaya, and I know Mother Thelma all my life. She's a very spiritual woman, and though she fought for the labor and whatsoever along with Royal Butler and they, and I know I thank God for her because she teach me a lot. But she was the first person to ever lay hands on me, and I thank God for that.
When I joined the Oilfields Worker Trade Union in 1977, Thelma was, of course, already an institution in the union, part of the Women's Auxiliary. Around that time, the Women's Auxiliary started up a small cafeteria downstairs with herself and Sister Dafu Khan and Sister Teresa Weeks, wife of the President General. They were part of the Women's Auxiliary. And then she worked here in the office, of course, serving us tea and coffee. The union organized to sustain her during that period. And so I've known her for, 36 years. Thelma was someone who epitomized love for people, love for humanity, which is why she loved her union, was active in the union, her church. She used to visit people in the hospital. Everything that she did, part of St. John's Ambulance, centered around her love for people, her love for humanity.
I came from Guayguay to Oilfields. And at that time, I met Thelma working here. I met her working here. But she, at the point in time, used to talk about she used to work with the manager in Guayguay. So that relationship with I from Guayguay and she came from Guayguay, I think that gave us a real link. And when she left Oilfields, she was living in Laramie. So I used to make it my business, and she was living by herself. I used to make it my business and go every month and make sure that I had the place clean and all these sort of things. So I and her were personal friend. Even when she sold the house and put the money into a home for the aged, I used to visit her there as often as possible.
For years inside the union, I'm talking. You are a fighter. She always had a phrase, get up and get, stand up and fight, otherwise you have to lie down and take. That was trademark. Yeah. And she really was a stalwart